Imagine you have a magical money tree in your backyard. Now, this tree is not your ordinary tree because it grows money instead of leaves. Cool, right? So let's say you decide to invest $100 in this magical tree. Now, the tree loves to party, so it throws a wild party every year and doubles the amount of money it grows. So after the first year, you have $200. But here's where the real magic happens. The next year, that $200 grows even more because the tree throws an even crazier party and doubles your money again. Now you have $400. This party keeps going year after year, and with each passing year, your money multiplies like rabbits on a dance floor. $400 becomes $800, $800 becomes $1,600, and so on. Before you know it, you're swimming in money. That's compound interest for you. It's like having a money tree that throws epic parties and keeps multiplying your cash. The earlier you start, the bigger the party gets and the more money you'll have to live your best life. Welcome back, folks. We are back with another video that will take care of your financial queries. Today, we will be talking about the power of compound interest. Interest is something that you pay to lenders when you are repaying your loans, while interest is also something that banks pay you when you are keeping your money with them. That is, you have a savings account with them. Maths classes might have seemed boring growing up, and learning about compound interest specifically was more than just boring. It was mind-wobbling and not in a positive way. Well, compound interest, as you saw earlier, can be more than just middle school. It holds the immense power of increasing your money by manifolds. In literal terms, compound interest is a financial concept that refers to the interest earned on both the initial principal, that is, the money that you deposit or invest initially, and the accumulated interest from previous periods. In other words, it is interest on interest. Compound interest can help you earn more money when you save, but can be costly if you borrow. For most of this video, we will be talking about what happens when you save using compound interest. But how is it different than simple interest then? Well, simple interest is only calculated on the initial amount or the principal, while compound interest is also calculated over the interest accumulated plus your principal. For example, let's say you decide to open a savings account with $1,000 in a bank, which is giving you an annual interest rate of 5%. With simple interest, you would be getting $50 at the end of each year, which means your principal amount will increase from $1,000 to $1,050. This will be the same for every passing year. You will keep on gaining $50 every year since simple interest is only calculated upon your principal amount. On the other hand, with compound interest of 5%, if you are earning $50 at the end of each year over your principal amount, which increases it to $1,050. Now, for the next year, the amount on which the interest of 5% will be based will be this amount of $1,050. So at the end of the second year, you will get earned $52 because of compound interest, and for the third year, your interest will be calculated in the amount of $1,102. Do you see the difference might not look that huge, but as time passes on, you will start earning more and more. Compound interest has many more such advantages, such as it allows your money to grow at an accelerated rate over time. As the interest is reinvested and added to your principal, it generates even more interest in subsequent periods. It also allows you to accumulate substantial wealth over time. Starting early and consistently investing or saving can give you a sizable amount. It also helps you make use of your investments to grow to their fullest potential. Other benefits, such as it being the perfect saving plan if you are looking to build up a retirement fund, it can also be paired with wise and proper investments to help you become financially independent, and it can help you generate a passive income stream as well. Now let us understand how compound interest works. The formula you see on your screen right now is the formula that is called the compound interest formula. Here the A stands for the future value, or the total amount of money after the compounding period. P stands for the principal amount or the initial amount of money. The small r denotes the interest rate per compounding period, expressed as a decimal. For example, if the annual interest rate is 5%, ER would be 0.05. The small n represents the number of compounding periods per year. For instance, if interest is compounded annually, n would be 1. If it is compounded quarterly, n would be 4. This simply means that the interest is added every 3 months. Lastly, the small t stands for the number of years the money is invested. One thing that is to be noticed here is the fact that as time increases or the number of compounding periods increases, the impact of compounding becomes more significant. This means the investments, if kept for longer periods, will result in a larger amount at the end of that period. The calculations can be a bit hard without a calculator, but you can also make use of compound interest calculators on the internet. These can prove useful when you are trying to compare various saving policies together. But make sure to put in the proper values. Let's take the example of these two imaginary twin sisters, Winter and Rory. They both are in their late 20s and have similar jobs and salaries. The difference here is that Winter has already started saving for an early retirement plan. She is making use of her bank's saving account facility, which gives her a good compound interest rate. But Rory thinks way too early to start saving for a retirement plan. Well, it's obvious who would have bigger and more solid finances once they both retire. That's the catch with compound interest. The earlier you start, the better the returns. You can also contribute regularly to this savings account, and slowly but surely you start accumulating a good amount of wealth. This saved money can prove to be very useful in times of urgent need, or it can be used in the future for carrying out other important expenses. Compound interest mostly has long-term financial benefits, such as an early retirement or financial freedom, which can be achieved through proper investments and saving plans. Eventually, you would be earning enough through these investments to support your daily expenses. This would allow you to get out of the 9-to-5 job cycle and would leave you with ample time that you can invest in your hobbies or other passions. Now that we have seen how compound interest can be beneficial, we should also go through some of its disadvantages. The time factor can turn out to be an advantage and also a disadvantage when it comes to compound interest. It needs a good amount of time to work its magic. Often this time spans over decades. So, if you are looking for something with quick returns, compound interest isn't made for you. While investments have the potential to grow with compound interest, they also come with risks. The value of investments can fluctuate, and there's a chance you could lose money, especially with riskier assets. There's a threat from inflation. Compound interest doesn't protect you from inflation. If the interest earned is lower than the inflation rate, the real value of your savings or investment may erode over time. The presence of an opportunity cost can't be denied as well. By tying up your money in a long-term investment, you might miss out on other opportunities or financial needs that require immediate access to funds. Your compound interest can be subjected to taxation as well. Depending on the type of investment, taxes can reduce the overall returns and impact the actual growth of your investment. Also, some long-term investments impose penalties or fees for early withdrawal. If you need to access your money before the investment matures, you could incur significant losses. There is also a lack of liquidity in certain investments, which means you can't easily convert them into cash when needed. This lack of flexibility could be a disadvantage in emergencies or unexpected expenses. I believe that was a good amount of information for you to get started with compound interest. By surfing the web or listening to related podcasts, you can understand compound interest on a deeper level. Remember to always take informed financial decisions. It's your hard-earned money after all. Like this video, share it with your friends and family, check out more of our content, and subscribe to our channel for more such finance-related content. Goodbye and happy saving!